Greetings fellow captains and welcome back to another episode of World of Warships with the Hive Hound, and today we have a replay from Mad Doggum. He's been a long-term subscriber and he said, yeah, I've got a good game for you, Hound. Now I apologise for the video quality. It looks a bit strange, it looks a bit weird. If you haven't got a PS4 Pro or an Xbox Series 1X with HDR. This Mad Doggum recorded this with HDR settings on, so the colours are all a bit brighter, a bit different than what we're used to looking at in general. And as any good destroyer captain, he's looking at exactly what his targets are and what the threats to him are at the start of the match. He's got the national commanders on, hence the commander talking in Japanese, and there is one giant rust bucket. I mean Autobot. Autobot skin. It's horrendous. What were they thinking? Close up, you've got some details, so it doesn't look so bad. But yeah, from a distance, any ship with that Autobot skin on just looks like it's made out of rust. It's disgusting. Please don't do it again. I'm glad I only got 20 of them. They instantly got melted down, and Mad Doggum, using the command wheel, very smartly points out there's Kutuzov there. Kutuzov's got radar. Could you guys please shoot at him? And it looks like on his Yudachi, hopefully he'll drop a comment below letting us know about his commander build, but he is definitely using the Screamer torps. He is using the shorter range, faster torpedoes that were available on this ship, and he's trying to find a target. He was looking at that New Orleans, but that New Orleans was executing some moves, but he's stuck in a channel. There's not really anywhere he can go besides straight into Mad Doggum's torps. It's just a question of whether he's lucky enough that he's got the angle and the gap to get through. So very well selected target, I would have said there. I probably would have made the mistake and gone for the Odin, and alright, it was only one, but it's a Screamer torp. There's 21,000 damage, and he gets the flooding. Is the no, the New Orleans is not going to hit the repair party. Why? I don't know, but it looks like Mad Doggum's getting kind of protective over his kill here. He's got his guns ready, and devastating strike. First blood to Mad Dog. I'm just going to call him Mad Dog from now on. Mad Doggum is doesn't quite roll off the tongue as well as we'd like. Right, so the enemy Yudachi is nearby. It could be the Kutuzov, but we did get a couple of torpedoes, and that Odin has sort of been sitting there like bow tanky-ish the whole time, getting a bit close to that Kutuzov there. Does the Kutuzov have radar? It could just be me having a senior moment here, but Mad Doggum fires up his torpedo reload booster because, well, there's a smoke screen there, and there we go. He scores 2 hits on the Odin and causes flooding, taking his damage up to 60,000 already, and with a bit of luck he'll hit that Kutuzov, who did start to move off, but Mad Doggum fired the torpedoes in advance, and you know, there we go. Devastating strike number 2, 100,000 damage, and we're not even 5 minutes into the match. So yeah, you can kind of tell exactly how this one is how this one's going to end up going. So next victim. The enemy Adachi is gone, and well, there's one cruiser left and 4 battleships. This is just prime territory for an Adachi with Screamer Torps. One thing I'm 99% sure about with this build is that he's not using Kurita, because he doesn't have twist and track on. That's just a general observation. And his torpedoes are reloaded. Okay, so he's not got the best angle on the Odin, but the Odin looks to be the next target. I think he's trying to hold, and he's trying to hold until he's at an angle where he's getting a bit more broadside, and that's when the Odin decides to switch directions completely. And good thing Mad Dog didn't fire when he did, and as you can see, he's predicting that Odin isn't going to sail in a straight line, so he fires some ahead in advance just in case he continues the hard turn that he's in, which it looks like he has. And then the second set slightly trailing to give a reasonably good spread of torpedoes, but he keeps on turning. It's hit number 1, it's hit number 2, gone. 121,000 damage, and he's the only ship to secure any kind of cap up until this point. As you can see, we have C, we have D, the home base, A and B, both completely left open. And that's something key for destroyer players to note. Now, I'm assuming the other Yadachi player, but where did he die on the map? I genuinely didn't notice the other Yadachi player who's died. But he would have known early on that that Mad Dog was in C. Like, there was nowhere else he could be. Nothing else could get to the cap and start capping it that quick with that many ships around and not get spotted. So why didn't he capture B? I guess that's going to remain one of life's little mysteries. So the King George, oh, he's making some evasive manoeuvres. He's been paying attention to the map and knows there's a DD around. Mad Dog, I'm being careful not to get spotted by either the King George or that plane. And there we go, torpedoes away, set some slightly behind, some in advance, and again a nice spread. And hopefully we're going to see. Oh, has he got enough to have another dev strike? Don't know if the King George quite has enough hit points left. Oof, they look close. Right, there's only 1 hit from the first set, but the second set, dev strike, 3 torpedo hits, 2 flood-ins. And a battleship is doing the right thing and going in to cap the D A flag. And Mad Dog, 2 battleships and a cruiser left. They're at least 12 kilometers away from him, the cruiser being the biggest threat, being the furthest away. So he's just going to sail straight through B, close the distance so he can get in torpedo range and cap the B flag. Well, I say he is. This is a prediction. I would be looking at capping the B flag. Torpedoes are reloaded. He's having a scout around, and I think at this point he's using the torpedoes to gauge exactly where they're going. Because if you know where they're going in a slightly shorter ranged torpedo boat, you can move yourself into a position where you can effectively fire your torps, as opposed to just guessing. And oof, very nearly done a hive there. Sorry, but I'm the guy who runs in Wildlands around here. Thank you very much for dodging that. So the Scharnhorst is slowing down, and well, getting closer. 8 kilometers. But we still got a couple of kilometres of concealment left, and just because you can fire at your maximum range doesn't necessarily mean you should fire at your maximum range. Because obviously the closer in you are, the less travel time, and the more likely you're going to be successful. And it looks like the Sean Host is making a turn back in. So Mad Dog fires his torpedoes in prediction. So not firing where the reticle aiming indicator was showing, but where he thinks it's going to go. He did temporarily get spotted, but his entire team has also died. There is that one battleship that was supporting and capturing A over Seaside. Fair enough, he's not going to get over here that quickly, which is completely understandable. But the rest of the team, so it is just now Mad Dog, the friendly battleship, and the enemy have 3 ships left. But Mad Dog is currently commanding quite a lead, almost a full 300 points, and it will be a full 300 points unless by some miracle the enemy team start capping bases. Now the Sean Host looks like he could be coming in towards B. He's definitely heading in this general direction. Torpedoes are reloaded, and well, the Sean Host has been sailing in a straight line for a little while. So Mad Dog, as you can see, one slightly in front, one slightly behind. Nice spread of torpedoes, and well, the Sean Host is pretty much up against an island. Besides slowing down and turning in, there is not an awful lot he could do. And that's when the enemy Vladivostok picks up the high caliber award. So kudos to him. I think he's been having a pretty good game. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Although the 4th one doesn't count. Devastating strike. Number 4. And the Kraken unleashed for Mad Dog. And now it is just the Hipper. Probably not the best target for a destroyer, and the Vladivostok, who is now on perilously low health, and Mad Dog is out on 197,000 damage. I don't care who you are, 197. Anything over 150,000 damage is damn impressive. Doesn't matter if the boat's a bit OP like the Adachi is, and you know, I'd be inclined to agree that the Adachi is overpowered. Like, it outclasses. There's nothing the Kagero does better than the Adachi, and to me that's overpowered. And 2 torpedo hits, kill number 6, and secures the win. So thank you very much, Mad Dog, for sending that in. I hope everyone enjoyed that 210,000 damage game. Let's have a look at the base XP. I'm guessing this is going to be fairly impressive. Oh, come on, Mad Dog, please tell me you're going to show us the base XP. Oh, there's 10,000 XP overall. And yeah, we're just waiting. Now, in his message, he did confirm this was 4,023. And yeah, by the looks of it, we're going to be, there we go, 4,023 XP. So I hope you all enjoyed today's video. And until next time, take care.